Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and I would say let's have some fun today. Today's the first day I really will show my first impressions on a product I bought recently. And this is a product, shame on me, I bought in a really fast rush. I saw some videos on it and I never had something from this brand until now. And after I saw some videos on the new eyeshadow palette, I couldn't resist and I bought it right away. And I thought because it's relatively new, I want to bring my review as fast out as possible. And this one will be really the first impression I have on this product. I already pulled it out. It came today in the mail. I look at it already and I think it's looking beautiful. And I already swatched it. So I have some footage that I will insert right here for you of the swatches. But today I thought we will do something a little bit newer and I want to do a makeup look with it. I already have makeup on and I really tried to take my eye makeup that I had on from the day as good off as possible, and I hope it's relatively okay right now. I'm a little bit tired, so bear with me. Oh, wait a minute. Ugh. I need to pull on some lip balm that my lips don't look that tired as well, and a little bit emollient. I'm really tired. I played today the whole day with my nieces and I babysit today the whole day. I could sleep right now in front of the camera, to be honest. But I really want to try this palette with you, so let's get started. And like I told you, today I want to do a look with this palette. I really want to show you every color. It's a quad, so it will be really fast and easy, and you can really see my first impression on the colors and on the colors by themselves. And I thought this is a good way to also really get a good feeling of this palette and how I like it and everything like that. This is the palette. This is the packaging of the palette, and this is the palette that came in this really beautiful pouch. It's from Tom Ford. It's the Extreme collection. It's just called the Extreme collection. I'm not sure. You see, I'm already not that informed. I really saw it and I bought it because I never heard something from Tom Ford until now. So I'm not sure. I just know that it's new and it's the Extreme collection from him. And I bought me the quad in the color Lava Lustre. I think it's really beautiful. It had this really beautiful design on it, this ombre effect, and I think it's looking so stunning. And I know he also bought out another palette that's looking a little bit more neutral. That one looks also really good, but it's nothing I need in my collection, to be honest. I have plenty of neutral palettes, so I wouldn't have bought it anyway. And he also brought out some lipsticks to this line. But I just got this palette and I'm really satisfied just with this one. A really high price tag. I paid a little bit less for it because I was a newbie at the site I bought it from, and so I got 15 euros. It's something like, I think $30 or something like that off. And I'm really happy that I got it like that. So let's come to the inside. This is the inside, guys. I think it's so beautiful. You see, I already swatched 4 colors, but I didn't put any of them yet on my eyes. So it will be a really first impression for me to play around with this palette and to see what it will look like on me. So I would say, I don't know the names of the eyeshadows, so I would say I will just go from this side right here and then go like that. So I will do the first row at the top of the palette and after that the 2 colors on the bottom row. And I will also start with the left side, this really beautiful reddish tone right here. And on that side I will start with this beautiful neutral shade, I would say. I'm really nervous, guys. The mirror, I think it's okay for now. I'm sorry, my forehead is also looking really bad. it was a long day, I tell you. Okay, let's start with this shade right here. And I also, I have a little bit concealer on right now on my eyelids, and that's all, nothing more. So let's start with this shade right here. And I also will show you my finger swatch, that you can see the color a little bit better than just with my phone camera, what I took these shots with. It's looking really, really stunning. So I'm really nervous. Let's see how it will translate on the eyes. Let's start with this side, I would say. This is the first eye swatch of this beautiful neutral shade right here. It's feeling really creamy, I have to say, but it gives this really beautiful reddish effect on the eyes, that's for sure. Yeah, I think it's not bad. In the moment I'm not that wowed by it. Let's put on a second layer and let's see if this changed anything. I think at the end of the day I look at this footage and think that's why you don't do videos at night. I will tell you right now, guys. I don't like this footage, but let's go on anyways. Yeah, I think... Now I'm really a little bit... It's reminding me, to be honest, really much of my KVD Vegan Beauty Edge of Reality palette right now, this color. Will we compare it? Let's compare it right now, why not? Let's see which color reminds me of. Here's the Edge of Reality palette. Let's see. Okay, it's not really the same, but maybe it have a little bit the same character. This is the Edge of Reality palette and this is the Tom Ford palette. Both are really emollient and really, yeah, creamy feeling. The Edge of Reality palette, which one is it? It's this one. The Edge of Reality, it's a little bit more on the creamy side, but the Tom Ford one is smoother. You can see it right off the bat. And it's not the same color, but I think the effect is very similar. Maybe the Tom Ford one is a little bit more emollient to the look. It have a really shiny look to it. And the KVD one, it's more like, yeah, a little bit duller in comparison to the Tom Ford one. Let's see how it will go on. Let's try next the reddish tone right here. This one have a little duochrome effect to it, and I think it's really beautiful looking. And this color right here is a little bit more on the stiffer and drier side. Nonetheless, it's picking up really, really good on the finger. Let's put it on the lid. I'm someone who always put mostly the shimmer shades on with the finger, so I will do it also that way in my swatching videos. I hope you don't mind. This is the first layer. Yeah, it's really, really beautiful. I like this one. I like the shade very, very much. You know I like such colors. It's so beautiful. This is the first layer of the color. It's funny, in the pan it's looking more like, to me it's looking more like a really rich coppery shade. But when you're putting it on, it's not that intimidating at all. It's more like an, yeah, sparkly, rosy kind of shade, in my opinion. But let's do another layer of this one. Ooh, now it's coming really to life. I like this one. Maybe it's because of my light that you can't see, or I can see really this sparkle in it, because before that, when I take some footage with my phone, I really could see the sparkles. They are so shimmery and beautiful, but in front of my studio lights, I think they're getting really a little bit lost. So I'm not sure of that. But the color itself, it's looking really, really stunning, guys. I like it. I really, really like it. Do I have something like that in my collection? for sure. Am I the clown right here? You can bet on it, I am. So this is something that really shows me again, when I see something like that, I need to remind myself that I have things like that in my collection that are already existing, and if not more shimmery and more beautiful like that. But nonetheless, I think it's a really beautiful and sparkly color, and it's right up my alley, to be honest. What I want to do now is to take this color, maybe, together with this first shade I applied on this side, and try to smooch them a little bit together. Let's see what will happen now. Okay, it's a little bit uneven, but with this technique you really can make the eye defined and really beautiful looking and play really beautiful together as an eyeshadow look. Let's try something else. I will take now my phone and get a little bit more of the phone light on it, that you maybe can see the sparkles a little bit better. So I hope you could see something. If not, I think really that these are eyeshadows that really shows their full beauty when the lights hit them, and I love such eyeshadows. Then you really can see the sparkly wet effect that they will give to your eyes, and this is something I'm really enjoying, so I'm not mad about that. So I would say let's come to the bottom shades. I will take the eye makeup off again, and I'm hoping that I can get rid of most of the sparkles I have right now on. If not, I'm really sorry, but it's really hard to swatch multiple sparkly eyeshadows at once, so let's try our best here. So guys, I'm back. Some sparkles are left, I know, but I think they won't just drop the overall end effect of the last two eyeshadows that we will come to right now. And I would say let's swatch at next the reddish goldeny shade. It has a really goldeny undertone to it. So let's do this one next. And we do it on this eye. Oh yeah, these are tones I really, really love. Okay, they are really toppery-like. I didn't thought that they would be like that, but nonetheless, it's a really beautiful color. I really want to know now if this one is really that different from the other one. But at first let's do the second swatch, and I forgot to show you my finger swatch of that one. I hope I showed to you with the other one. Let's do this right now. Let's compare them. Yeah, I think you really can see the difference in them. The first one is really more reddish, and the one from the top part of the palette, it's really more coppery looking. You really can see the difference right here. So this one is the coppery one right here, and this is the red one I have now on my eyes. So they are really, really not that. I really can see the difference in them, so that's good. Let's put a second layer of the red one on the eyes. Oh yeah. I think to really ramp them up, you can really make a very sticky base, and then you will get more of the pigment. But I think nonetheless this one's also really beautiful. Like I told you, I love such colors. I love coppery reddish tones. These are really my kind of colors that I like to play with. And I think this one is really beautiful. Let's try the other one. Can I see the shift? Oh yeah. If I'm facing the light a little bit away with the side of my face, I really can see the goldeny shift in it when I go at this direction. No, I can see it. I really can see them. The gold sparkles in this shade. It's really beautiful. You really can see that the color is shifting when the light is in really specific position and direction to your face, and then the color really shows its beauty and all the different sparkles that it brings with it. A really beautiful touch to the palette, and I love it. Let's come to the last color right here. This one also feels a little bit drier to the touch, I would say. I will show you the swatch right now before we do the second layer. I always forget this step, and like I told you, I'm really tired, so I'm sorry if I'm rambling too much in this video and rambling too much nonsense. You can see it. It's really beautiful. It's really this reddish beautiful effect that I love. And here's the first layer applied. I think this one is really the one that gives you this really neutral but reddish effect that you can see when the light hits you. I think it's so beautiful. So let's do the second layer. Ooh. Okay, this one I love with the second layer. It's more beautiful and more opaque. Yes, I really love this one. It's looking really nice. So guys, I'm a hot mess now, my palette is as well, so I think it's time to stop. But I will say one thing, I don't think I will purchase again from Tom Ford. It's not that I think it's not worth it, I think it's a really beautiful palette, a really beautiful color combo. This is the first palette that really caught that fast my eyes from him, and I bought right away. I never do something like that with a brand I don't know. But this was the first palette I did do it, and I'm not mad about it. I really like this one, and I think the colors are looking so beautiful. Especially, I think I really like them if you layer them up in 2 layers. And then they really show the beautiful, opaque, glittery effect that they have to them. But I also think it's a really beautiful palette to just pat lightly on your lid and choose 1 or 2 colors and really play with them and make a beautiful look out of it that's really glitzy shiny, but you wouldn't think of it. I think really, yeah, day-to-day appropriated. So I think it's a really versatile palette, and you really get your bang for your bucks, I think, because you have just a quad. And I think when you have just a quad, it's really important for me that 1, it's maybe a palette that you can really make a whole look out of it and it gives you everything you need, or 2, that it's like this palette and you have a variety in here, a really good variety of different colors. And this is something I prefer. I like them to be more in the direction of the artsy glitzy feeling. I think, guys, to be honest, I need to play a little bit more with it to give you my final thoughts, because this is really a first impression, and I play just with the colors on my eyes right now. Right off the bat, I think they're really beautiful. But on the other hand, I think I have colors like that. Maybe not with this shift in particular, but you can't really see it unless you really hit the light in a specific direction. But either way, I think it's beautiful. How can I say it? I think it's not worth it for me, and it was a little bit, not dumb, but well, maybe a little bit dumb for me to buy this one, because I have so many colors in this color story. Yeah, but I really like it. I will do tomorrow morning a look with it and do a photo after that, and I will insert this photo right here, so you also can see what it would look like if you just take this one and made a look out of it. So I think this is also really something people maybe want to know. So here is the look I will insert right now. Yeah, nonetheless, I think I'm really happy I have it. I'm not mad that I have it, and I will play with it definitely, because it's a pricey palette. I think this is really a little bit of a wetter effect and a little bit glitzier, glimmerier effect than the KVD Vegan Beauty, but not as glimmery and wet and beautiful looking as my Pat McGrath. So I think this, I always have to compare my things to my Pat McGrath palettes, because they are the palettes that I love and adore, and I really, these are the standard palettes I compare all the other palettes I have to, because I love them so much. So in comparison to my Pat McGrath palettes, they can't do them justice, to be honest. This really caught my eyes nonetheless, and it would be really fun to play with it, and I'm really happy that I can play tomorrow morning with it. So yeah guys, I think these are all my thoughts. Overall, I do like this palette. I really think the colors are so beautiful, and they are, if I'm looking right now at it, I really can see the shimmery, reddish look that they gave to my eyes. So I will continue using this one for sure. So guys, I hope you liked this video. We are at the end, and I hope I maybe made a not so easy decision easier on you, and I hope you had fun watching this video either way, and I would say we will see each other in my next video. Until then,